Christian, Mark, Drew. Irv is 100. Show me your back, Drew. There it is. Uncle Jay. Oh, there we go. Let's get in there.
100 big ones.
There it is. Vintage 1915. Hello, Kate. Hi. Hi, Allie.
Hey, Kate, bring your brush back. So she'll be here.
We'll be right back.
All right. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Yeah, a few minutes.
So we'll,
Hello, Lindy.
Doesn't want a dress. She wants her shorts on and not a
Annie
dress.
Jeannie.
oh no.
Hi. Ah, run away. Oh, look. That's the birthday boy. Cheers.
Cheers!
Pop. Let's go around and see who's in the kitchen. Well, hello, Mom.
Hello, Andrew.
Happy birthday, Granddad.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Hi, Kate. You're more comfortable now?
Yeah.
That's good.
I need to go get
My head hit this.
There he is. I'm too close.
Let's just take it.
They have their own.
Oh yeah, that would be bad. That would be one crazy celebration.
Maybe you don't know.
Stay right there.
Oh, those are the stories, Jay?
And we'll do a little toast. Oh, look at this. Isn't this cute?
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a great picture.
Yeah.
You are all
There we go. Nice
All
blonde
right.
hair there, summer
blonde
dew.
hair.
Let me put that flash on.
Smiling
Hold
for
on,
this.
guys.
And that is adorable.
Right,
It
ready?
is
One.
Ricky Fowler.
Will you send that
See
to
Ricky
me?
Fowler?
Ready? One,
Huh?
two,
Doesn't
three.
he? Ricky Fowler.
Big smile.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm gonna get it. Wait, I need mine.
Good old
All
Ricky
right,
Fowler.
one, two, one more. One, two, three.
Golf like them?
I think this is one of the most exciting days that I have ever experienced because I have never known anyone to be 100, and my dad is the most special
I haven't
person.
known anyone either.
And our dad, granddad, father, he's the most special person, and we actually are here to celebrate together. It's wonderful. And I bet if we could all go around and just say one wonderful thing about granddad. Why don't we start here?
No, don't. I couldn't stand it.
Well, you
We'll make you.
You all the great things. One-liners. One-liners, true.
The quarter trick.
The quarter trick. How about Joe?
Well, I think the thing is that you don't know how much I appreciate all of you coming and wishing me this birthday. It means so much to me, and you made a lot of effort to come, and I appreciate it. My daughters here made a great effort to get it all together. And I just say thank you, and I love you all.
I love you. Cheers. Hey.
Cheers. I think Granddad has something else that he wants to do. He has been giving everybody presents. He
Oh my
just
gosh.
thinks this is the day that he should be saying,
Well,
it's a good day to be alive.
I've got smart great-grandchildren here. Which one of you know what a commemorate is?
What's it sound like? All right, college boy.
Break out the dictionary.
They get to college. Well, anyway, a commemorate, kids, is a token of a memory of a thing or an event. And so I have here what I call a commemorate for my great-grandchildren. And it's a pleasure to be able to be here to do this. And so, where's little Mark?
There you go, Mark.
Hey,
Step up.
Okay.
big mark.
There's a commemorate for you. Where's Drew?
Here.
There's Drew.
Thank you. I didn't get too big.
Got two Irv.
That next one there.
Oh, you got
It's a
it.
We
bonus.
got another one here. Get two of them.
Hopefully it's Christian's.
Where's Christian?
Here.
Ah! Where is that Allie?
Oh, Allie Bear.
And where's that Kate?
Ah, Kate.
She's back.
Ah. Now, Kate's
Nice.
gonna laugh when she sees this.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Let's see what he would like you to have forever and ever as a commemorate. Yeah, commemorate. Okay, open up.
Wow.
Drew, show me.
Maybe we should get a picture of all of them holding their
That's the wrong picture on there. It's supposed to be Granddad.
There we go. Go on up next to Granddad.
Who's this Ben Franklin guy?
Thank you,
Great
Granddad. Ben Franklin. All
Magic.
right, ready? Show us the Benjamins. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
All right. Do you know what's funny? I have to tattletale. Kate, we were in the store at Harris Teeter buying a couple things, and she turns to me and she said, Nana, we need to get a $100 bill for great granddad because he's 100.
Oh.
And I said, Kate, I don't think that's awfully expensive. I don't think we can do that. And she couldn't figure out why I was saying no to her wonderful idea. Well, this is why. Great granddad had already thought of
You already thought of it.
Picture with you guys in it.
Good one.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Awesome.
Nice.
Usually you would do a cake, that's okay.
I know. Kate was looking at me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Big hugs for your great granddad.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We need the sombrero. We need the sombrero.
Have fun with
Yeah,
it.
we do need the sombrero.
I think it needs to be framed.
Just have
Save
fun
for a
with
rainy day.
Nice.
Mark, I will.
Yes, you have a beer on Granddad with that.
Can buy a round on him.
Yeah, buy a round.
Let's think of the mail comes.
Here.
You gonna bring it over here, Bert?
No. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have the kids come and pick one of these and hand it to Granddad, and it's memories that he probably has that would be kind of fun to share with all of you.
Okay.
Okay, who's gonna be first?
Ally, do you wanna
Ally.
start?
And a pink one is good,
Pink
right?
ones are the best.
Okay, the dad has to read it and answer it.
Oh dear.
It's a quiz.
The pressure's on.
You know, I'm pretty old for this.
Now, we have to see how sharp you are, Dad.
It says dying
Horsetail.
at the Wayne
Wayne
Farm.
Forest.
Farm.
At your, remember you were telling me a story about dyeing those, was it the manes or the horsetails? When you were at,
All right.
We're reaching back.
All right, now this goes back a lot of years, kids. When I was a kid growing up, believe it or not, I was a kid, they used to have coupons in magazines and things where you could send them in and you'd get free samples, like toothpaste, a can of toothpaste, and some other. And one of the things that, I don't know, you collected these things, and not because you used them, because it was like a collector's item. And so one of the things that was advertised was called Mary T. Goldman's hair dye.
Mary T. Gold.
And so my dad's uncle, Uncle Will, had a farm in New Jersey, and the
What town? Do you remember?
Wayne, New Jersey.
Oh, out in Wayne.
Well, of course, Wayne, New Jersey in those days is not the Wayne, New Jersey
That's
that you
the
think
point.
of.
Yeah.
It was the center of Wayne at that time was a general store, the post office, and a gas pump. That was Wayne, New Jersey. And anyway, somehow my uncle had these horses. And of course, in those days, the horses were used for plowing because they didn't have, unless you had a big farm, you couldn't afford a tractor and combines the way they do today. So he had horses to do the plowing and so forth. So somehow I got it in my mind, he had a gray horse there. And so when we went up to visit them one time, I bought some of this Mary T. Golden's hair dye. And so I sneaked out in the barn and I painted the front of the horse's nose with this Mary T. Golden hair dye. That's the story of the.
I had the wrong end, I'm
When you
sorry.
I never heard that
When
story.
you say Wayne, I see what you meant. You meant the Wayne part.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, next child,
Okay,
grandchild,
who's
Mark, you
next?
wanna get up? Pick a pink one, a pink one's good.
I wonder who's gets stuck with the white ones.
Oh, you wanted that. This is, who was your first friend?
That's Mark's question.
That was Mark's question, and you picked it.
Right?
Who was my first friend? Well, I had a lot of friends,
Not surprising.
but
Still do.
I would say that my first, I guess, real friend was Woodsy Leland.
Yay for Woodsy. We kept thinking about him.
And Woodsy Leland was stayed a good friend for years and years. And as a matter of fact, he lived down the street. He moved into town from Long Island with his family and moved down the street from where we lived. And so we played football in high school together and chased the girls together and had a great time. And he had a sister, and her name was Jane Leland. And it was through his sister that I met my wife, Patty.
Yay!
I mean, that's incredible. That's an incredible story. Next, grandchild, Christian. Dad doesn't know what's coming next.
No.
You got it. Oh, this is another one they made. How old were you when you got your first computer? Oh,
Mm.
That was probably
that's Kate.
Okay, oh.
How old was I got when my first
Yeah.
computer? I would say '65, '68, something like that.
awesome.
Yeah. And now he's the
Crazy,
computer guru of Plantation Village.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
How did you learn so quickly?
I don't know if I was such a fast student. I never used a computer. Well, of course, when I was in business, we did not have computers in our office like iPads and things like that. And we had a main computer in later part of my business career in our main office. And so then after I retired, I don't know, I thought, look, you know,
I remember you were at our house
just
and you put stuff on the computer, on the old Mac.
Oh.
And that was in the 80s. You put that on it was a lot of information I needed to be put on a disk or whatever, and you did that for me.
And the computer that I got, I went to, they're going out of business now. What's
Radio Shack?
Huh?
Radio Shack?
Radio Shack?
Yeah, radios. I brought a computer from Radio
You bought a
Shack.
Tandy probably, right?
And of course,
Yeah.
there was no such thing as a hard drive. You used diskettes.
Yeah.
And so I kind of taught myself how to use it. So that's when I started with a computer.
Did I remember too, when I had my hips done,
Yes.
during both times when you and Mom came and helped me out, you learned the computer and how the files worked and all of
Yeah.
that.
Okay, next question. Who's
I'm gonna
next?
just
Steve,
see.
you wanna go?
Pete?
Well, let's see, what do we got
Oh,
here?
this is another question from the kids.
I think ours are all on top.
Yeah.
Down. Go
Did you
down.
ever have a pet?
Oh
Did
boy.
I ever have a pet?
Whose question was that?
Mine.
Well, yes. I had as a little kid, my parents had a dog. So, and all my life, as far as pretty much from being a little one through married life, we had a dog.
And then we had two, Heidi and Sassy.
And then we had Heidi and Sassy.
What was your childhood dog?
Hmm?
What was the name of your childhood dog? The dog that you had growing up? What was the dog's name?
What's that?
Do you remember the dog's name when you were growing up?
Yeah. Oh Lord, slipped my mind right now.
I'll
But you can come back
I'll
to
come
that.
back to
Let's
that.
move on to the
But I
next.
did have another pet,
Oh.
What was that?
a turtle.
Oh!
Do you know Mark has a turtle?
Huh?
Mark has a turtle.
Well, this turtle was about
Yeah.
Those
that
little
big.
ones.
Oh.
And we were living at my grandparents' at that time. And so somehow I got this turtle, and I kept him outdoors in the,
Oh.
like a great big basin or something with water, and a rock in the middle, so the turtle could get up on the rock and sun himself.
No.
That's so
And
good.
then in the summer, I would catch flies for him.
Oh my God.
And give them flies. And then, of course, I had some turtle food too. So that was my first pet, along with my daughter.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, who's next?
Mark, that's where you got it from.
Who's next?
Who's
Maybe
next?
Joe.
Joe, dig deep.
Did
because-
Drew go?
Dig deep for a question.
But it's gotta be pink.
Pink, right.
Hey, well, it can be anything. Okay.
Okay, you want me to read it?
Yeah.
First car, kind and cost. First car, kind and cost.
First car,
What was
Yeah.
your first car and how much did it cost?
my first car was a Ford convertible.
Whoa.
And I think it cost about $800.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
I'll take one of those.
There you go.
Jay, I don't think Drew's gone.
Dig deep and get a question.
Drew will get to you.
There's a lot of money to go.
Uh-oh. Let me go to the glasses. What was your first spot you played and how old were you?
Sport. Sport. That would
Oh,
be
the
sport.
spot, but it's sport. What was the first
That
sport
would
you
be my
played?
family.
What? Who wrote this? Jennifer, did you
First
see?
sport, Dad, like football, or what was your first sport?
Football.
Okay, and
Hey.
what time did you, at what age did you start?
Well, you mean just playing,
Yeah.
kidding around? About 10 or 11.
Okay.
Football?
And how often did you practice?
Hmm?
You played high school football too,
Oh, well,
right?
that was later on. You asked
Hey,
first
Papa,
when
can I see the
I.
handwriting?
Did you all want any?
What we did,
Papa,
well,
can I see
I
that?
can tell you, we did a couple of things. We had a couple of guys, we'd get out in the street and kick the football up and, and then then as I got a little older, we had a few guys, and then we had little scrimmages in an empty lot. And then.
A lot of pickup ball.
Right.
pick
No
up,
coaches.
and
Yeah.
then from
Right.
there- then
Didn't need 'em.
From there, that went to college. I mean,
Wow.
high school.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next to
They didn't
pick
have
out of
any-
that?
They did not have Pop Warner football.
Yeah, exactly, my point. You did it all on your own.
No Pop Warner.
Yeah.
Worked out just fine.
Yeah, right?
And as a matter of fact, then when I finally got to high school, of course, there was great controversy. I mean, in the high school teams, whether they use the Pop Warner system, because a lot of the coaches, Pop Warner used to give I guess you'd call classes to coaches, high school coaches and so forth, to learn the Pop Warner system. And then the other one was the Notre Dame system. And two different shifts kind of
I didn't
thing.
realize that. Huh.
So,
Drew has another one. This is an interesting question.
Watermelon.
What does watermelon mean to you and what did it buy?
and what?
And what did it buy?
What did it buy?
Didn't you?
Oh,
Oh!
Yes.
Watermelon.
Oh!
well, in college, I was fortunate enough to get a job in the summer as a watermelon inspector. And the job, well, first of all, I worked for a company called the Railroad Perishable Inspection Agency. Now, the Railroad Perishable Inspection Agency was a separate little company set up by the Pennsylvania Railroad. Now, the reason the Pennsylvania Railroad set up this thing is because they transported in boxcars lots and lots of watermelons from the South, Georgia, Florida, the Carolinas. And there are times that, okay, then these watermelons came up about, I guess they would arrive in the railroad yards about 6:30, 6:45 in the morning. And these railroad yards were around Hoboken, if you ever know where Hoboken is. But they have a lot of sidings there. And then these box cars of melons were sold. Some of them were consigned already to like the A&P. They'd buy a whole boxcar full of watermelons. Others were to food brokers who bid on them, and then they would sell less than to local wholesalers, just like 50 melons, 100 melons, or something like that. So anyway, some of the people who would try to cheat and say that the melons were damaged and roofed by the railroad, because you see those boxcars got pushed around quite a bit, and they didn't get, there was no direct flight.
Right.
And they would get put in a siding, and then another engine would pick them up and take them to the next place. So our job was to come in and inspect these watermelons. And these watermelons, you get in and you walked on them. You had to be careful. But you counted the number of rows of melons there were, and across, and came up with an approximate number of melons in the car. Then you inspected the melons at each end of the car to make sure they hadn't been damaged. And then you inspected them for a disease called anthrax. So that was our job as a watermelon inspector.
But I think I'm confused. Did you take that money and invest it?
Well, I'm finished. yet.
Okay.
So anyway, I saved money from that summer from being a watermelon inspector. And so I went to my father and I said, Dad, I want to put some money in the stock market. I was, and this was, to give you a circa of years, this was about 1937, I guess.
So you were 17, 18 yet? You were about 17, 18?
No, I was in college.
College, okay.
And I felt there was going to be a war. And so I decided that, I thought that if we had a world war, that aviation would become be a much bigger factor in the war than like World War I. So with a little money that I had Dad buy me some shares of Boeing aircraft.
Wow.
Nice.
And so I held on to Boeing aircraft, and then Pat and I decided to get married. Now, what am I going to do about money for a ring? So I sold my Boeing aircraft to buy my wife's engagement ring.
That's the best.
And she has the most expensive engagement ring in town.
Still was a great investment.
That's right.
It was.
So that's the story.
Oh, that's a wonderful story.
That's a good one.
Okay, who else needs to grab some pink slips?
Lindy.
Lindy.
Gas lights, South Orange.
Gas lights. Did you have electricity or do you remember
Oh.
gas lights?
When I grew up, and our first home was in South Orange, New Jersey, and there were no, in those days, there were no electric street lights. They had gas lights that every so often that would light up the a little bit, you know, around the road. And in the house, we did not have electricity, and we had gas, and you had little things coming out of the wall and with the lights, and that's what we used for light instead of, you know, electricity.
I didn't realize you
Holy
did not
cow.
have it in the house. That's
Okay.
amazing. So they'd have to go light it with,
Every night you would light the sconces, is that, you light the lights every night in
Yeah.
your house?
Yeah, and then at night, I can remember as a little kid, our house had like a bay window, and I'd sit there with my mother and wait for my dad to come home, and we would wait for the gas man. We called him a gas lighter, and this guy was all employed by the town, and his job was to come up and put on these gas lights on the street lamps every night.
Wow.
that's amazing.
Yeah, that's fun.
Any other questions? Anybody else want to pick one?
We didn't pick one, Jean.
We didn't pick one. We have to
So
pick one.
we have to
Yeah.
pick one. Oh, this is a good one, Dad. Colgate stories.
What?
Colgate.
Stories. Fraternity life, what you did with your laundry, and we heard one time the pond got emptied. How did that happen?
Oh,
Oh.
well, just let it ring, I guess.
Unless it's-
Um,
Okay, let's hear about Colgate, then maybe we can
Well-
do more later.
Jennifer said we could do like a YouTube thing.
You know, Colgate is still in a small town, but it's a small town when I was there. It's hard to believe, but the enrollment was limited to 1,000 male students a year. That's how small it was, and of course it wasn't co-ed. And so the co-ed didn't come on until later on. I'll tell you a few of those too. Laundry, well, there was no such thing then as laundromats.
Hmm.
And so what we did is that we had what they called laundry boxes. And they were sort of about this big, this wide. And they were made of some sort of a fiber, lighter weight fiber material. And we would put our laundry in this laundry box, take it to the post office, and you get special rates and send it home for laundry.
No way. God, don't do that
And
now.
then
Oh,
your
jeez.
mom would launder it and then send it back.
Awesome.
Crazy.
Don't get any
That was
ideas.
the laundry story.
Jeez.
Do they have that after college too?
I bet you didn't do your laundry very often.
Fraternity life. If there's anything special about it, it was great. It was a great life. I had wonderful fraternity brothers, and we had. We had.
Which fraternity were you in?
We had
What, you were Beta, right?
Beta Theta Pi,
Mark, you know what your dad was?
and
Beta Theta Pi.
we even in fraternity, interfraternities, we had 3 house parties a year only, and that was all the university would allow, and they were house big parties, and
What happened with the pond?
well.
Everybody wants to know.
We had a pond there. We have they call it Taylor Lake, which is really just a little pond. And we always had a couple of swans in it. And,
Where is that? Down at the bottom of the hill?
yeah.
Bottom, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know what got into a couple of mischievous boys one time, but they thought it would be fun. See, at one end of the pond was like a little dam, and the dam was made of wood that fitted into, I think they were metal grooves that could be removed. And somehow some mischievous guys, I don't know if they might have had a beer, I can't remember. But they removed the boards for the dam and emptied the pond. And the poor swans didn't have any water to swim in. And the farmers down below were upset because we were flooding their fields for them.
And you don't know who those mysterious guys are.
They never caught them.
I don't know who did that.
I was with somebody in Summit whose father went to Colgate, maybe a little behind you, and he talked about who emptied the pond. And I'm
No
going,
way.
I know.
To this day, they don't know?
What?
Nobody knows to this day? It's still a secret? You should.
Nobody knows.
Nobody
Dad,
knows.
who emptied
After we
the
post this to
pond.
YouTube,
Never-
it
You never got caught?
No.
And he doesn't know who those boys are.
And the pond was also used for another purpose. We used to have what was called moving up day. And moving up day meant when you were a freshman, you became a sophomore. And they had, the sophomores were the sort of the disciplinary group that kept the freshmen in line and to do what the college preferred you to do. One of the things that you always did at Colgate is you always, anyone passed you didn't know them, you always said hello. We always said hello to each other. But there were certain things that they kept the freshmen in line. Well, on moving up day, if there was any particular guys in the sophomore class who were too disciplinarian, we threw them in the lake.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
Let's see. Well, when I went back, when I was went back for my first reunion, I guess it was after the college went co-ed. They had students who would stay and work the graduation. They would put up big tents and for different classes, and it was just great, you know, the way the kids came and helped out. And one of the things that they did, they had these little vans to help the alumni find their way around, you know. And so I remember we had been up at the chapel for some sort of a performance. And so when we came out, they had a van there to take us back to wherever we wanted to go. And either, I guess either the tent or back to maybe the inn or a dormitory, depending upon where you were staying. And so the driver said, well, I guess you've seen some changes since you were here. I said, yes. We didn't have, you know, some of these nice young ladies around the campus. Oh, he says, they're no trouble whatsoever. And then the other one was, along those same lines, was I've been playing golf, and this is with another couple of classmates. And so when we came off the golf course, we played in the morning. And so they had everything arranged, you know, where you would go then for lunch and this and that and the other thing. And so they had two students sitting there to greet us as we came off the course, and one co-ed and one male. And so they greeted us as we came off the course and said, did you have a good round of golf? Oh yes, fine, thank you. And now you probably want to know where you're going to go next, and probably change, and we said yes. And so then the little girl, listen to me. So I said, well, it must be you must be different, you know, would not know where everything is. And so my friend Jack Thomas said, yeah, and he said, we didn't have lovely things like you running around here. And she said, I can't believe you didn't have women on the campus. She said, what did you do? He said, we took a lot of cold showers. and so she turned to her classmate and said, I didn't quite know how to respond to that.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
That's a great one.
That's great, Dad. I think we'll save the rest, and maybe you could get on the computer if you felt like it sometime and just, you know, give us a
Answer to
story
some of the
behind
questions.
some of those.
Right.
And at any rate, my parents got a cottage at a place called, I think I got it right, Mohawk Lake. I think that's right.
I remember Mohawk Lake.
And the McGinnitys owned a home on Mohawk Lake. And it was we rented, you know, for 2 weeks, I guess, something like that.
Right.
And they had their place on the other side of the is it Mohawk? Trying to remember. Of the lake. Well, I don't know how this Doris found out I was on this side anyway. She swam over across the lake.
She knew a good one when she heard about it, right?
I don't know.
Oh, that's funny. And was she at school with you, Dad, or how did she hear about you?
Well, that's what I'm trying to remember. Unless it was through her
Brother?
brother talking about guys he, at high school.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Oh, that's fun. So she was coming after you. That is cute.
You know what? I don't think.
Colgate.
Hello? Hi. Are you trying to FaceTime? Oh. Okay, well, I'm going to put you on speaker. Granddad is talking about his Colgate days. Maybe, would you like to listen to that and then sing him happy birthday? Or not?
They can sing happy birthday right now, Lynn.
What?
They can sing happy birthday now.
Matt. Okay, this is Matt. They were trying to Skype you, and they all have shirts like the rest of you do.
Oh.
But it's not for some reason coming through. So
Why didn't
I
they
don't
send-
know.
Here,
Do you want to FaceTime
fresh cake Cole.
Do they want to email
We're
one of
gonna
us?
see if maybe.
Oh, you have them there?
You
can FaceTime Cole.
I don't know why it won't come through. Oh. Irv Ryerson, Apple ID.
Oh. Well, is this gonna go?
No.
Okay.
No, we're not going to do all.
You're not gonna do all of them, right?
Okay, we're going to sing
Okay.
happy birthday?
Okay, you're
Okay.
on speaker.
Hey.
All the dogs are barking.
Yeah.
Hey. Thank you. Thank you.
Happy birthday to you.
Don't sing it. Let them sing it.
That's cute.
That's cute.
Didn't want to interrupt your Colgate stories.
Oh, what?
You can tell the Colgate
Oh, this
story.
goes on for quite a while. They don't want to listen to this.
Can I get you more?
Okay.
Happy birthday, enjoy your
Nothing to do with a birthday.
He just said, happy birthday, enjoy your party.
Thank you.
But you've given us so much over the years, and you give the children $100, which is a bunch. And we don't have anything monetary to give you, but we have.
You give me your love.
But we have memories and love and so forth. So as a token of all of that, we have a couple presents for you.
That's a thing.
Oh, you give me
That's
a party,
not-
honey. You know me.
Well,
That's
these,
gonna come
like I said,
afterwards.
These are
Then we'll
just,
sign it.
these
Sign
are
it.
just love and memories and good stuff.
I think I'm gonna need a drink.
It's a drink.
Why don't we help to,
Do we need another
I'll be fresh then.
another story while we're getting ready, or are we good? Oh, we're
Yeah,
good?
it's
All right.
We have time, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have another drink, sure.
Yeah.
why don't we have another drink and then,
We have time.
But what time does Jay wanna
Well,
cook?
we're gonna eat in about 15 minutes, yeah.
Oh, okay. I would like another.
Oh, yeah.
birthday
You're
boy gets to
Right.
say what he wants.
Okay. All right, so do we want
I like the habeas corpus story.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, so here,
Might need to have.
and where's the other one?
It's not signed
No.
yet.
Okay, so that's just,
Does that look like a big number?
Yeah, triple
Comes
digits.
after 99.
It does come after 99.
It's a good bag of circles.
Right.
Thank you, that's a very sweet card.
Well, we have,
Thank you all, that's very nice.
and this is from everyone with love. And I'm not sure if you're gonna want some help with
Maybe the
this.
kids can
Yeah.
help with
How
that.
about if the kids help with
Can
this?
we give him a hand there, Christian?
You wanna help with this, Christian?
Mark,
Yeah,
Kate,
here's
you
your
get it in there.
Thank you.
Okay, Christian will open this. Mark.
We got this.
I'll do
Yeah,
that.
you got finished. Got openers here.
Yeah. Gotta put these guys to work, right?
Oh, yeah.
We'll put this in your, with your other cards.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Oh, that's
Look at
great.
this. Oh. Isn't that fantastic? Look at all these pictures you put together. I can't read it.
These are,
Do you want to tell them what he's reading?
yeah, these are
These are
pictures
100
of the whole
It's a
family.
big 100 with all the pictures.
Yeah.
Cindy.
And this says Irv Ryerson, 100 memories, father, granddad, great-granddad, and all the memories are listed. There are 100 of them, Dad,
From everybody.
from everyone.
How in the world did you do this?
We had some help.
This is just,
I even took a picture of her because I said, you probably want to see who did this, and I have a picture of her.
oh,
But
The family sent all their memories
this
in,
is just beautiful.
and all their
well,
pictures.
all you've given to us, Dad.
Oh,
No, it's good.
oh.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah. Really cute.
We love you.
Thank you so much.
Uh,
Very cute.
Just give me a minute here.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Dad, in case you can't read all of these and you want to sit in your chair, we have another little present for you.
I hope it's a magnifying glass.
Here, Christian, get that and hold it up so I can
Kate, do you
get.
want to help him open this?
Oh my gosh, look at
That
that.
look great?
Thank you.
That's
You know
fabulous.
what I needed?
Isn't that wonderful?
Come on, this
Isn't that
yeah,
fabulous?
right there is probably
And we
fine.
have to figure out where to hang it before
Perfect.
we
Let me.
leave.
Yeah.
Wow. Perfect. Thanks, Christian.
Okay, you can let him do the rest.
You can tear off the rest.
Yeah.
And we'll have to get a hammer and nail and we'll figure out where we want to do that, yeah.
This has to be cleared off.
Oh,
And these are more pictures.
oh, Lordy, yes.
Oh, Lord, yes, you remember.
But we also then, we took all the memories and
And
we
so you
put
could
them
read
in
them.
the books and you could read them.
Oh, that's wonderful. Sleeping at the loft in Vermont.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Oh, I'll cherish looking at this.
So you can look at all those memories and know that we all hold them dear to our hearts.
I don't know if the kids have even seen all of them.
Maybe the kids
No, I
haven't
bet they
even seen
haven't.
all of
Maybe
them.
the kids can read through them together.
Yeah,
They may have questions.
right.
What's this?
This is when you were in the newspaper.
newspaper.
Remember that for your
What?
couples golf? You
Yeah.
were in the newspaper.
Oh,
And that's a picture that came from the newspaper.
Those are,
there.
yeah, those are there.
how'd you find that?
We found it.
What's this say?
It says
Yes,
golf, I don't know what that says. But it was, your name was the golf column or something, and that was, and you were highlighted there for your couple's golf in Wilmington.
Yeah, I remember, I talked to them.
Yeah.
I thought that we had a story here with the seniors. That would be interesting. And so I called the sports editor and said, I don't know if you'd like it or not, but I thought it might be a story about, you know, and they talk about different things in the golf world around here, and I thought it'd be interesting to get it in the paper, you know. Then they came out and took pictures and
Yeah, that one was of you. We got it in the paper.
Hey, Hoser Mills. 2606.
What? Oh, they used to scoop out the ice.
The sock factory.
That's what they used to, the kids used to call it, I guess.
Yeah.
The sock factory, yes.
The sock factory?
Well, I'll have fun.
That was your 90th.
Oh, yeah.
Pocket doesn't work?
That's the on the
Oh,
boat.
yeah.
Right.
Waving. I have a picture of that in front of me.
I'm gonna hang that.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, this is just,
Well, where would you like your big poster hung, Dad?
what?
Where would you like the big poster hung? In your library? We thought we could do it before we left.
Uh,
There you go.
oh, yeah, that's the appropriate place for it.
Okay, so you spend like time in there so you can enjoy.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know where you have, as you go in, where your sailboat used to be? Where you have the big, could we rearrange it and put the poster with you?
Well, who wants to open that?
Okay, let's do this.
Oh,
It's a cell phone?
A cell phone.
That's
But it's not, it's one of those phones, Dad, if you lose electricity, you can call out. We can't call in, but it gives you.
It has a number.
Oh, he has a number.
It has a number, so we
Okay.
can call it.
But it has like 60 minutes?
No, it has 120.
120 minutes.
and then I buy,
More.
And that
Now,
lasts
where do-
for
where
5
do I-
months, Jean.
now,
No, we've already done this.
You've already done everything.
So you have
And you don't
100.
have to pay by the month or anything.
well, why should you do that?
We
No,
did
no,
it.
we're
It's your
not.
present.
No, this is your present. And these minutes last for 5 months, and after that, we have to buy more minutes.
Right.
Even if you don't use them all.
So you gotta use them.
Irv got a cell phone at 100.
Ah, that's awesome, isn't it? Give me your digits.
There you are.
Is the number on there?
That's your new number.
Does it get text?
Oh, I don't know if he gets text or not.
We have 130 minutes. And then I wrote this down, 5 months. And then you have to renew that. You get another minutes.
Do you know his number, Ma?
Yeah. 910
Mm-hmm.
228 3851.
No, there's a plan.
You know, while we're getting dinner on the table,
You better open this, so I don't know.
maybe, and show them how to use this.
228, what is it? 228?
228 3851.
Oh, it hasn't, voicemail box hasn't been set up yet.
Nothing's been set up. Maybe you could help them
Sure.
when we get dinner ready.
All right.
And then you press OK once you're done typing.
Nice.
They don't make sounds.
I know.
Oh, that's nice.
I was worried about that.
Granddad, that mug's as big as you are. Good work on that.
You're doing well with that beer. You're doing well with your beer. Nice.
I did pretty good to do that.
Yeah.
Almost.
Well,
Thank you.
Just mark.
This looks like sparkle plenty.
Where's Mark?
They're probably, is he
Oh,
by
look at this.
himself out
Hey.
there?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought he
look
came
at
out.
this.
And?
Tell him that there's snakes out there. He'll come running.
Hey, Mark.
Where's Where are the cupcakes?
Should I put this in
The
here?
cupcakes are
No, this is your candle.
Look at this.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh, Mark,
This is a masterpiece.
Mom, he's in here.
He's in here, thanks, Lindy.
Oh, absolutely.
I appreciate you trying to
Sure,
find
sure.
him when he's behind my back.
Hey Jen, can you move the silverware?
Silver.
Yeah, perfect, thank you.
Moms. No, I got
Oh,
one.
yeah,
Do
we
me a
might
favor,
know.
can we put that in the, you can
I
take one.
Take that.
Okay, put that in the kitchen for me, please.
Bring on the fire department.
Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Granddad. Happy birthday to you. Hey! Are you two? Are you?
I guess he's 3.
I guess he's 3.
Tell you what,
I won't tell. What happened here?
Get out of your way.
What is this?
No, you're good, Jen.
Blower, but it's not making noise.
That's okay.
It's a blower.
That's okay, she says.
What
Unlike
does
the
it blow?
kazoo.
It just doesn't.
Oh, that's for you too. Oh, this little one, I tell you. Jerk. What?
Okay. Get them all.
You guys help?
Yay!
I love you. I love my family.